So watch this if you cannot swim and you will thank yourself later. So last summer, a 58 years old grandfather came to me with a simple goal, which was to swim with his grandkids in their own swimming pool. After just 5 sessions using this method, I'm going to show you, he was confidently playing in the deep end with them. And if you spend years avoiding the swimming pools as well, lakes or beaches, or if you're tense about the thought of the deep water, or you tried lessons before and given up, this video could change your relationship with the water forever. And trust me, your future self will thank you for watching this until the end. So the truth is that every week I work with adults who have spent decades believing that they cannot swim. They've tried traditional swimming lessons, YouTube tutorials just like this one, or even private coaches, but nothing struck. The problem isn't you, it's the approach. And in this video, I'm sharing the exact 3-step system that helped over 2,000 of my adult students that go from complete non-swimmers to comfortable, confident swimmers, often in weeks. No more embarrassment, no more sitting on the sidelines. As an Olympic swimmer and coach for over 10 years, I refined these techniques that works specifically for adults with water anxiety. And what makes my approach different is that I focus on psychological barriers first, then build the technical skills in the sequence that actually makes sense for beginners. This isn't just theory, it's what it actually works based on thousands of real transformation I witnessed on the poolside. Conquering the water anxiety. The number one reason adults fail to learn how to swim isn't physical, it's psychological. Let me tell you about one swimmer, a 45 years old, who could never put her face in the water without panicking. She had tried 3 different swim programs before coming to me. So each time the coaches have rushed her into floating exercises that actually has triggered her intense anxiety. So in our first session, I actually noticed something that was very crucial. She was holding her breath the entire time, her face was near the water, essentially triggering her body panic response. And let's work on the face splash progression. Standing in shallow water position, face just above the water, and gradually lower your face to touch the water or close to the water while exhaling and creating bubbles. You can also scoop the water, put your face in the water that you scooped and try to blow bubbles slowly. And what makes this drill different? It actually creates controlled environment where you associate the water that you put on your face with a calm breathing rather than panic. It's about rewiring your instinctive response. And just after 3 sessions practicing this drill, she could submerge her entire face in the water without anxiety. And 1 week later, she was floating independently. The transformation wasn't just physical. She described it as finally feeling free around the water. And the key insight here is that comfort precedes skill. Before worrying about your stroke or technique, we need to reprogram your relationship with the water. That's supported float. And once you're comfortable with the water on your face, the next critical step is learning that the water will support you if you let it. This is where most adult beginners struggle. They fight against the water instead of working with it. And meet a 38 years old who came to me after years of failed attempts to learn how to swim. And despite being fit, he would immediately sink whenever he was trying to float, creating a cycle of frustration and tension. Whenever I analyzed his attempts, I noticed that unconsciously he was tensing his neck and shoulders and essentially forcing himself down rather than allowing the water to support him. The wall-assisted float drill. Stand in the shallow water. Hold the wall with both hands and arms extended. Take a deep breath and lean forward, allowing your feet to lift off the bottom. Focus on relaxing your neck completely. The water should support your head. Progress to holding with just fingertips and then one hand and then briefly let it go. And this progressive approach actually builds trust in tiny and manageable steps. It's completely different from just let it go and float. Advice that leaves many adults feeling like failures. And after practicing this drill for just a few sessions, he experienced what he called his eureka moment. He just realized that the water was actually trying to push him up, not pull him down. And within 2 weeks, he could float independently for over 10 seconds. So I measured his progress by tracking his heart rate during the floating attempts. Initially, his heart rate will be somewhere around 120 beats per minute from anxiety. And after mastering this drill, it remained at 75 beats per minute, objective proof of his newfound comfort. The beginner glide. Once you can float comfortably, we can move to actual forward movement. And this is where traditional lessons often fail because they immediately jump into a complex stroke mechanics. Consider another adult swimmer that came to me after giving up on countless swimming sessions. She could barely float, but she was very determined to swim during her upcoming beach vacation. And instead of overwhelming her with freestyle techniques, we actually focus on most fundamental movement in swimming, the glide. The push and glide drill. Stand in the shallow water with one foot on the wall and the other one down. Place your arms straight ahead, one hand on top of the other. Now take a big breath, put your face in the water and push off gently. Keep your body straight and allow yourself to glide until you slow down. Only then stand up and breathe and don't lift your head during the glide. This drill teaches you the fundamentals of principles of swimming. Moving through the water efficiently requires streamlining your body, not just moving your arms and legs. And after practicing this drill for just a couple weeks, she could actually glide for about 5 to 7 meters with one single push, triple her initial distance. The actually breakthrough moment came whenever she realized that she could cover more distance by doing less, not more. And several weeks later, she was confidently moving through the water using basic freestyle strokes. By her vacation, she was actually being able to swim in the ocean along her children or her family, something she would dream for decades. And before I share the final piece of this system, I would love to know what's your biggest fear whenever it comes to learning to swim. Drop this in the comments below and I might address your specific concern in my next video. And also take a quick moment to notice your shoulders right now. Are they relaxed or tense? This awareness of tension is exactly what we need to practice in the water as well. Now let's recap this 3-step system that helped thousands of my adult students to go from fear to freedom in the water. So first, we need to master the relationship with the water using the face splash progression, creating this positive association with the water on your face. So second, we need to develop the trust with the water support with the wall assisted float. And you just need to learn that the water will actually hold you up if you allow it. Third, we need to experience this efficient movement with push and glide. Understanding that swimming is about working with the water, not against it. This isn't just a collection of random drills, but it's a proven psychological and physical progression. So each step builds on the previous one, creating confident swimmers without the frustration of so many adults. I've seen people of all ages, sizes and fitness levels transform using this exact approach. And if you're ready to finally learn how to swim properly, check out my 5-week adult beginner program in the description below. It's the complete system that I've used with thousands of adult learners with detailed progression and support for each stage. Also, I'm very curious to know what kind of water experience are you most looking forward once you can learn how to swim confidently. Is it a beach vacation? Swimming with your kids? Let me know in the comments below and I will pick one goal to focus into my next video. And if you find this video helpful, hit subscribe for weekly swimming tips from my years of coaching experience. Remember, it's never too late to become a confident swimmer with the right approach. And your future self will thank you for starting today.